I see your limo's waiting.
Don't start with me, Ellie.
I thought you weren't gonna do this anymore.
It's not like I have a big choice.
Well, you could always refuse, Marcy. I did.
It's a little too late for that.
Why don't you just say no?
Save it for the Republicans. I gotta go.
Well, forgive me if I don't wait up with the first aid kit.
You know, Ellie, you can be a real pain in the butt.
You're late.
When'd you learn how to tell time?
Mr. Raker's gonna be angry.
When isn't he?
Once you cross the bridge into Palm Beach, you enter a world of wealth, power, and twice-a-day trash collections. On the surface, it looks like a perfect world. But Marcy Ridlin knew better. For her, a trip across the bridge was always a trip to hell. What she didn't know was this time, she wouldn't be coming back.
Mr. Raker's waiting for you in the jacuzzi.
Why isn't it ever the library?
Ooh, I bet you're some kind of bedtime story.
One you'll never get to read.
Nice, Marcy. Real nice. Oh, real nice. Come on down.
All right, thanks.
So, late night?
I don't want to talk about it.
Ah, the stockbroker was not a bed of roses, was he?
You know, if I could buy men for what they're worth and sell them for what they think they're worth, I'd retire.
Not bad, huh?
I said I don't want to talk about it. So what do we have?
We have the same thing we've been getting. Floater washes up in the morning tide, contusions, abrasions around the neck. Only puts a time of death somewhere right before midnight.
No, that's the third one in the last 90 days.
Yeah. We're not going to be able to link this one up until the ME examines her lungs for chlorinated water. Checks to see if she was sodomized.
No ID, of course. I've seen this woman before.
Kidding me, where?
I don't know. I'll check my files.
Same MO as the other two. What we got here is somebody who was in a very tough love.
Yeah. Chlorinated water in the lungs?
Well, we haven't gotten Emmy's report yet, but it wouldn't be a surprise.
Listen, if I took a Darvocet, even though it's past the expiration date, do you think it would still work?
Say what?
It's this damn spastic colon of mine. It's killing me.
Excuse me, Captain Lipschitz. It's your wife on line 2.
Yeah, hi, Franny.
Hi, doll. The operator said you were in there with someone, but the door closed.
Come on, I always got time for you.
Oh, you are so cute. I smell perfume, Harry. Why do I smell perfume? Is there a woman in there with you, Harry? Huh? Is it a blonde like the last time?
No, listen, Franny. I'm in here with a couple of detectives, that's all. Well, yeah, well, one of them is, but... Oh, Franny, please. Never in a million years. Franny, the blonde was the mayor's wife. You know that. No, Franny, can I call you back in 2 minutes, honey? I see I got people in the... 2 minutes, yes. All right, but... I love you too, sweetheart. Bye. What can I tell you? The woman thinks I'm Omar Sharif. So where were we?
We were talking about Marcy Ridlin. I busted her for prostitution when I was working on Vice. She was trying to blackmail her trick for 10 grand in order to support a coke habit. And as an 8-time loser, the judge gave her 7 to 10.
That was 3 years ago. She must have been out on parole.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I'll goose the ME for her report. Meantime, you guys get your butts in gear and check out the parole office over in West Palm, all right?
Great.
Yeah, listen. If I don't get your report on my desk in a half an hour, I'm gonna jam my 9E boot up your 3B butt. What? Oh. Well, I'm sorry. Sorry. It was the wrong extension. I'm sorry, all right? Forget about it. I'm sorry.
Oh, come on, Fred. This guy isn't that stable. No, I don't want him sleeping on the streets. Yeah. Oh, thanks. I owe you one.
Hello.
Yeah.
You Kingman?
Yeah?
All right, I'm Sergeant Lorenzo, Palm Beach Police Department. This is my partner, Sergeant Lance.
You gotta fill out a DC 4925.
Deep, what are you talking about?
You're here to violate one of my people, right?
No, Mr. Kingman. Someone already did that.
Look, your supervisor sent us over, said you might be handling Marcy Ridlin's caseload.
She's a white female. She's about 30 years old.
I don't know. Let me check.
Sure.
You're standing in front of the yards.
Oh. That's, some filing system you got there.
A few years ago, we used to carry 50 to 75 parolees per officer. Then society started bursting apart at the seams, budgets dried up, and prisons got into this early release work thing. My caseload went straight up. A life sentence used to mean 7 years. Now I catch them in 3.
How do you keep up with it?
I don't. All right, here she is. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I know her. I got her a job slinging hash at a restaurant and found her a low-rent apartment on 16th. Why? What's she done?
She got herself killed.
It's too bad. I thought she was gonna make it.
Do you know if she went back to hooking using cocaine?
Her last drug test was negative. Other than that, who knows?
When was the last time you saw her?
3 weeks ago, she was due back in next week.
You got an address on her?
Yeah, sure. Home and work. Did you get the guy that did it?
No, but we will.
It's a damn shame. She seemed like a decent girl. Yeah.
Thanks for your time.
Thanks.
Who is it?
Palm Beach Police Department. Is this Marcy Ridlin's apartment?
Yes, I'm her roommate. What?
Hi, do you mind if we ask you a few questions?
No. What's happened?
What's your name?
Ellie Rose. Is Marcy in some kind of trouble?
She was murdered last night. I'm sorry.
You mind if we look around a little bit?
No. How did she... Who did this?
We were hoping you could help us out with that.
Which way is her bedroom?
It's through there.
All right, I'm gonna go check it out.
All right. Ellie, when's the last time you saw Marcy? So, he sent a limo for her.
Yes, he always did.
Who's he?
Riker, I think. He lives on the island. I don't know his address.
Wait a minute. We talking about Vince Riker?
Yes, I think so. Do you know who he is?
No, but I know what he was. What was Marcy's relationship with him?
They dated a few times.
Odds are she was hooking again.
No way. Marcy gave that up.
Well, how could she afford all those expensive dresses in the closet if she was just making minimum wage?
Well, she said Mr. Riker bought them for her. He wanted her to look nice.
Mr. Riker.
Yeah, I'll tell you about him. Look, Ellie, did Marcy keep a diary, date book, journal, anything like that?
No. Not that I know of.
You sure?
Yeah.
All right, anything else?
No.
All right, Ellie, we'll be in touch. Thanks.
Thanks. You know that name Riker, that sounds really familiar.
Ex-mob boss from New York. Got out of jail about 10 years ago. Retired down here at Palm Beach.
So you think he's our man?
I don't know, but I'm gonna go ask him. Look, I'll drop you off at the shop. Why don't you hit the computer, see what you can find out, see if he's got any recent activity.
Great.
He must have killed her. I mean, she always came back with bruises just like you did every time you were with him.
Yeah, well, I guess I'm lucky you got tired of me, huh? Hey, you didn't tell the cops any of that, did you?
No, I didn't know what to tell them.
Did they find Marcy's diary?
No. She kept it hidden.
Good. And I think I have a way to pay Mr. Riker back and get us enough money to get out of Dodge. Man, I'm sick of this town anyway.
What do you mean?
Marcy wrote everything down. I don't think Riker's gonna want to see it published in the shiny sheet, do you?
You're gonna try and blackmail Vince Riker? Are you out of your mind?
No, I'm just looking for a way out. Look, Ellie, everything is gonna be okay. Okay? Good. Now go get me Marcy's diary. It's all right.
I hope this is important, Sergeant. You've interrupted a hell of a nice dream.
I sincerely apologize for interrupting your dreams, but I got a couple of questions I'd like to ask you.
About what?
Marcy Ridlin.
Who?
The girl your limo picked up last night on 16th Street around 7 o'clock.
Frederick, did you pick up anyone in the limo last night?
No, sir.
You don't know Marcy Ridlin?
I know lots of people, Sergeant. Maybe if you'd describe her.
Maybe this will refresh your memory.
Marcia. I didn't know her last name. She's not looking so good.
You got a great sense of humor. You know, most people, they see a picture of a dead woman, they don't get the joke. You got it right away. You want to do this downtown?
She was my masseuse.
Right.
It's true, she had great hands. I'll miss them.
I guess you bought all those expensive gowns for her so she could give you massages.
It's a matter of style, Sergeant. Maybe it's not a cop thing.
When's the last time you saw her?
Week? 2? Who said my limo picked her up?
I asked the questions, you answer the questions. You know the drill. Where were you between 7 o'clock and midnight last night?
You cops. Always with the attitude. I was right here, trouncing Frederick at backgammon. Isn't that true?
Yep.
You sure he was the only one you trounced last night?
I'm getting tired of this, Sergeant.
And I'm getting tired of dead bodies washing up on the beach.
Maybe it was someone else's limo. She gave great massages. I recommended her to all my friends.
You care to name a few?
No, I don't think I could do that. If you have any more questions, talk to my lawyer. You know the way out.
Yeah. And I know the way back, too. Have a nice day. Anybody home?
Hey, how'd it go?
I got 6 months' pay that says Riker is our boy. What'd you get?
Well, I found out they put him away on the RICO Act. He got 15 years, paroled out in 10. He made a lot of enemies up north of the mob, so he moved down to Palm Beach to retire for his health.
RICO Act, that means that the government nailed all of his ill-gotten gains.
Yep. He got about $20 million into the U.S. Treasury when it went down.
$20 million. That means he left the joint broke.
Exactly.
How do you explain the $10 million mansion, chauffeur-driven limousine?
Well, maybe he had his money stashed in a Swiss bank account.
Or maybe he was into something new.
Well, you know, there was no evidence that he was into anything dirty since he's been out.
You know, he denies seeing Marcy the night she was murdered. The chauffeur's backing him up on it.
Yes, but we have Ellie Rose's statement that he did.
That we do. You know, I think we ought to talk to Ellie again. If she can make a positive ID on the driver, we can start nailing the lid shut on this guy.
Yep.
Okay, so the dead girl had been sodomized, and there was chlorinated water in her lungs. Right? The pH roughly matches that of the previous 2 victims.
Well, I wonder if it would match the pH in Riker's pool.
Yeah, but even if it did, it's professionally maintained. It'll match 1,000 pools in the city. What's up with your neck?
Oh, I was trying to get some work done while I was on the phone with Franny.
Oh.
Well, we'd like to stay in touch. Do you mind?
Ooh.
You know, for such a tough cop, he sure is putty in her hands.
Mm-hmm. A couple of real originals. Absolutely made for each other.
I just think he's whipped.
Yeah.
Excuse me, Mr. Riker. You have a visitor.
Hello, Trish. Been a long time.
Seems like yesterday.
Want to get wet?
This isn't a pleasure call. Why don't you tell your woodchuck to go chuck some wood, hmm?
You heard the lady? Chuck off. Sit down, Trish. I'm sorry to hear about your friend Marcy.
Oh, not as sorry as you're gonna be.
You got a point to make? Make it.
Marcy left me her diary. I had no idea how deep this thing went. I mean, she runs down the whole operation.
What operation?
It's a real page-turner. I think it's gonna be a bestseller. 500K buys you the only copy. When we're done, I'm gone. A friend of mine is ready to mail the original to the cops if I don't call in half an hour. Time is money, Vince.
$500,000?
In hundreds.
Take me a while to put that kind of money together. Tomorrow at noon, we'll have a goodbye lunch at the yacht club. You bring the original, I'll bring the cash.
It's gonna be such a pleasure to say goodbye to you, Vince.
I already told you. I thought it was his limo, but I don't know for sure.
We show you a picture of the limo driver. Can you make a positive ID?
No, I didn't see who was driving.
Then how did you know that she had a date with Riker?
I just assumed, but...
Ellie, don't you want to help us nail the people who killed your friend?
Yes, but I didn't see who was driving.
Okay, did you see the plates?
No, I wasn't paying attention.
Did anyone else ever pick her up in a limo?
No, but that doesn't mean someone else couldn't have.
So what made you think it was Riker's limo?
What are you trying to hide from
Nothing,
yourself?
please. I didn't know Marcy that well. We'd only been rooming together for 2 months.
All right, Ellie.
She's not telling us everything.
And somebody has thrown a wedge into the works since the last time we talked to her.
Do you know, so far we have zip.
Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
Frederick, no. Frederick, no, please.
Her name was Trish Friend. She lived here 6 months, occupation unknown. That's it. You find anything?
Yep. 3 designer gowns in the closet. Riker certainly has good taste, doesn't he?
What do you make of this, Reed? I mean, it could be a coincidence. The M.O. is sure different. Other than the fact they live in the same place, there's not one common thread.
Yeah, well, I bet you lunch when we find it, Vince Riker's on the other end.
You know, there's nothing to steal here. Somebody must have been looking for something.
I wonder if they found it.
A common thread.
What's that? Florida Department of Corrections Parole Commission?
Curtis Kingman, parole agent.
Look at this. You missed your last check-in. Call me. Looks like we've got company.
Ellie!
Ellie, hold up.
Hi. I was just coming home from work. What happened anyway?
A woman named Trish Friend was stabbed.
Stabbed?
Yeah, you know her?
No. I mean, we passed each other in the hall, said hi a few times, but...
Did you know that she had the same parole officer as Marcy Ridlin?
No. How could I?
What about you, Ellie?
Me?
Yeah, you on parole too?
How long you been out?
4 months.
You want to tell us what you did?
I tried to kill my boyfriend when he wanted me to have sex with his drinking buddies, okay?
Who's your parole officer?
Please, I had nothing to do with any of this. I am just trying to get my life back together. Don't make trouble for me, okay? I'd kill myself before I'd go back to prison.
Ellie, look, we are not here to make trouble for you.
Ellie, you haven't answered my question. Who's your parole officer?
Curtis Kingman. But he handles hundreds of ex-cons. I don't know them all.
That's becoming a rope.
Please, don't talk to him about me. Any flap and he will violate me back into Tallahassee.
You know Vince Riker?
No, I have never seen the man.
All right, Ellie, I hope you're telling us the truth. Because people are dying, and I know you don't want to be next. If you think of anything, you give me a call, all right? Here's my card.
You test dirty again, Juan. You're going back inside. You got it? Get out of here. Yeah. Ah, Lorenzo and Lance, right?
That's right. You got a minute?
Well, just about. I'm doing a revocation hearing.
Your caseload dropped by 1 more. You keep this up, you're gonna get Sundays off.
Who?
Trish Friend. Excuse me. Guess I was standing in front of the F's, right?
What happened to her?
Somebody cut her up.
I'm not surprised.
Why not?
She was bad to the bone. She went in for assault with intent. She shot an undercover cop who was trying to bust her for prostitution. And she's tested dirty 3 times since she's got out. And word is that she's hooking again. I was going to violate her in her next monthly. Still, that's tough.
Do you know if she knew Marcy Ridlin?
I don't know.
You don't know? You put them in the same apartment complex on 16th.
Well, maybe they knew each other. It could be. The truth is, I've got a free bed and 10 people to fill it.
These people, they're all just numbers to you?
It's a low blow, Sergeant. I don't like the fact that 2 of my people have been murdered in the last 24 hours. Hell, I've had 3 OD in the last 12 and 10 who disappeared this week. Maybe they jumped parole. Maybe they're at the bottom of Lake Worth. I don't know. But I just picked up 20 new ones. As it is, I don't sleep. I drink too much. And I'm working on my 3rd divorce. I'm sorry the girl's dead, okay? If there's anything I can do to help, turn over my files, make myself available to you in any way, I'll be glad to do it. Meanwhile, I've got a hearing to put a guy back inside who just shotgunned his entire family. After I vouched for him. I don't buy it.
All right, I agree there's a common thread, but I just don't see what the guy would have to gain.
That's what I'm trying to find out. Come on, you saw his car in the parking lot. How can he afford that on his salary?
Well, maybe it saves his money.
Or maybe he's abusing the power of God he holds over people. What did you find out about getting into his out files?
I want to thank you both very much for this meteoric rise in my blood pressure. I checked with Kingman's supervisor.
Yeah, and?
And nothing. No help. They're running 5 months behind in their reporting procedures.
You gotta be kidding me. We know for a fact 2 of his ex-cons have been murdered. Look, Cap, I gotta get into those out files. I gotta find if any other Jane Does turned up on the beach with chlorinated water in their lungs.
Riker is the one we should be following.
I think we should be following Kingman.
Listen, I remember Vince Riker from New York. This is not the kind of guy that's going to reform. I'll keep trying to get the records. Meantime, you stick with Riker.
You wait here. Is that him?
Yeah, he got out 3 days ago. He's a good second-story man.
How is he with safes?
He knows his stuff.
You got the Indian sign on him?
Yeah, he already tested dirty. He'll do whatever I say.
Good.
But this one's gonna cost you more.
10 grand, like always. Don't get greedy on me, Kingman.
Okay, 10. This is it.
This is what?
The store is closed, Riker.
It's closed when I say it is. You should show a little gratitude, Curtis. I saved your life today.
What do you mean?
Marcy Ridlin kept a diary. You were her leading man. Fortunately, Frederick got to it.
And he got to Trish's friend.
Yeah. I figured you'd recognize Frederick's handiwork. He's one of your best finds. Speaking of which, I need another woman.
Forget it. No more.
Make her tall and young.
Hey, I said no.
And have her dress nice.
I don't believe this.
Believe it. Wow. I would have given anything to have heard that conversation.
You know, just the fact that they met is enough to make this whole thing fall into place.
Yeah, but not enough to make the case.
Yeah, so what are we gonna do?
Well, we find a way to take them down.
Right.
Frederick Ness, paroled out 10 months ago, likes to carve up women and young boys. Gary Osheroff, paroled last Monday, second-story man, 3-time loser, and armed robber. Now, I don't know why he's doing it, but my guess is the Kingman is providing Riker with a network of trained felons. Burglars, hitmen, whatever he needs. Ex-cons don't cooperate, he threatens to violate them, throw them back in the joint.
Plus, most are predisposed to a life of crime anyway, so with their parole officer in their corner, they can get away with murder.
You can prove all of this.
No. Not yet, but I think we got a way in. We just need you to authorize a wire.
All right, go ahead.
Great.
Your parole officer know about this?
Leave me alone.
No, Ellie, we are not going to leave you alone this time.
If you're leaving because you think you don't have a choice, we think you do.
No, you don't know anything.
Hey, we know about Riker, and we know about his deal with Kingman.
What do you know?
We know that Kingman runs a twisted employment agency and that Riker's one of his best customers.
So why are you skipping? Kingman have you jumping through Riker's hoop, too?
Look, Ellie, we're here to help you.
I don't know what Trish told Riker or if Riker thinks I know about the diary, but if he does, I'm dead too. That's why I was going.
What diary?
Marcy's. Trish tried to blackmail Riker with it.
Where is it?
Whoever killed Trish must have found it.
There goes the evidence.
What part did you play in all of this, Ellie?
Kingman asked me to date Riker a couple of times, but I refused. And I think he was just waiting for me to mess up like Marcy and Trish did, but I don't do drugs. And I didn't ever give him a reason to violate me, because once he has something over your head, it's a little hard to refuse him.
Why didn't you tell us about all this when we first talked to you?
Yeah, right. Like you're really gonna believe an ex-con over a parole officer?
Running away is not going to help.
Look, I'm dead if I don't. And I can't live like this anymore. I tried to keep clean. It's just so pointless.
We want to make Riker and Kingman pay for what they did. We need your help, Ellie.
No.
Look, if you help us, we'll do everything in our power to get you off parole, free and clear.
Think about it. You'd be doing this for Marcy and you'd be doing it for Trish.
I don't know what to do.
Yeah, you do.
Kingman. Yes, Sergeant, what can I do for you?
How you doing? You got a female on your books by the name of Ellie Rose?
Let me check. Yeah, I got her. Don't tell me she turned up dead, too.
No, she just called me up. She sounded pretty shook up.
Well, she can get a little hysterical.
Yeah, that's what I figured. Look, she came up with some crazy story about a guy named Riker. Does that name mean anything to you?
No. Should it?
No, it doesn't mean anything to me either, but look, evidently this guy Riker's got something to do with Marcy Ridlin and Trish Friend's deaths. So Ellie called me up. She wanted to work out a protective custody deal. She said something about having a copy of Marcy's diary. Now, I don't want to cross any departmental lines here, so I thought I'd give you a buzz, see if you want to go to the meeting with us. Now, if not, that's cool, but I thought I'd check it out.
Hey, I appreciate it. Sure. When and where?
Her apartment on 16th. Now, look, we're hung up with the DA. It's going to be a while. Why don't you meet us there, say, 4 o'clock?
I'll see you there.
Now all we got to do is wait and see who shows up.
Who's there?
Curtis Kingman.
Mr. Kingman, what's wrong? I wasn't due to report until next week.
You called the cops?
What? Why would I do that? What are you talking about?
No games, Ellie. Just give me the diary.
What diary?
You know damn well what diary.
I don't have it.
You're lucky I came instead of Vince Riker. You know what he did to Trish. Is that what you want?
No.
I'm giving you a chance. You don't take it, we can have Frederick here in 10 minutes. Now give me the damn diary. Look, I'll destroy it. Recommend you for early release and you can get out of town. This is the only way you can come out of this alive.
But I don't...
Now, I'm doing you a favor. Now, you get the diary or we can wait here for Frederick.
Okay, it's in the bedroom.
Drop it, Kingman.
Drop it.
There's no way you're going to be able to make this stick. It's my word against an ex-con's.
Oh, yeah, it's your words, all right.
You get to the joint, cons are gonna love you to death.
Look, Sergeant, maybe there's some way we can cut a deal on this.
Like the deal you cut with Riker, fall in a sewer and not get that dirty.
We did not have a lot of choice.
That's what Marcy used to say, you son of a bitch!
Ellie! So, when did Riker get his hooks into you, anyway?
I was his parole officer when he got out of prison. I was going through a real bad time in my life. My first wife was taking me for everything. I had a gambling problem. I was into some serious guys for heavy bucks. If I'd recommend him for early release from parole, he'd pay off my debt and scare off my wife. I went along with it. He walked clean. My wife ended up dead, and I was into it up to my ass.
When did you start supplying women for Riker?
Last year. That was the worst.
How many do you think he killed?
5. Maybe 6. I've hated myself for a long time for this. In a way, I'm glad it's out in the open. I'll testify against him if that's what you want.
It's not good enough. No juror's gonna believe your testimony. We need hard evidence, and you're gonna help us get it.
Yeah? How?
Meet your newest female parolee.
You're out of your mind.
I'll take that as a yes.
Wait here.
What do you want?
I need to see the man.
I don't think you're in the appointment book.
Don't be a wise ass, Frederick. Your file is coming up for final review.
Who's the broad?
Just get the man.
Hope the hell you can hear me, Sam.
I got you, Rita. Loud and clear.
I told you never to come here.
We got some important things to discuss. Besides, I got what you ordered and then some.
Who's that?
Name's Connie Slater, burglar. Good. Only out of Tallahassee a week. Already she's knocked over 3 Meisners. Recognized her M.O. Staked her out, busted her. She'll do anything I say.
I'll spend some time with her. Check her out. I'll let you know.
No, I'm staying. You don't get your hands on her till we reach an agreement. Take it or I take her away.
Turn around, spread it.
Hey, buzz off. You keep your damn hands off me.
You don't get to see the man till I know you're clean.
You touch me again, and the only thing that's going to be clean is your clock.
It's all right, Frederick. I think I can handle her. Why don't we just go sit by the pool, have a drink, talk?
Yeah, fine. Just keep your ape off me.
Tallahassee, huh? Mm-hmm. You're at the tough house.
Well, it was doable.
How's Dirty Susie doing?
Dirty Susie.
Susie Diamond, old friend of mine. She practically runs the joint. I think she's getting out next month.
Never heard of her.
Neither have I.
So, what do I got to do?
Well, for openers, there's some paintings I want out of the Flagler Mansion. And I know of a safe full of ice down at South Beach.
Good. And what do I get out of it?
5%, and you don't have to go back to jail.
That sucks.
You make it sound like a bad thing.
Look, before you get too cozy, can we finish my business?
Yeah, let's. And Connie and I can get to know each other.
But this time, the store really is closed.
What exactly does this mean?
I'm taking early retirement. This time next month, I'm going to be in Jamaica, drowning in rum and trying very hard to forget that I ever met you.
How does this impact the people I have working for me?
I'm going to release them from parole on my way out the door. For $5,000 apiece.
$5,000? I've got 25 of your cons heisting for me. You know what that comes to?
125 G's. And 10 more for the safe cracker I delivered to you yesterday, and 15 for Connie. That comes to an even 150 grand. And I want it all now.
You're either real brave or real stupid. What makes you think I'm going to let you leave here alive?
Because if you don't, I have parole violation petitions on my desk, and whoever takes my place is going to boot them right back inside. Finish this crap with Curtis. We'll get naked, take a tub.
I don't do naked jobbing.
Yes, you do.
Hasn't been all that bad, has it? One hand washes the other.
How come they never got clean?
Look at the upside. Your job is to find employment for those cons. Without me, most of them would be back in the joint.
I'm sure they'd run into a nicer class of people.
No, you handle it, Frederick. I'll pour the wine. Stay put. Both of you.
Oh, come on, Rita, say the magic words.
Magic words. I never argue with a gun.
Come on. Turn around.
What the hell is this all about?
I thought maybe you'd tell me. I never did a cop before. Baby, nothing I like better than tough love.
Riker, no!
He's gone.
You okay?
Thanks for letting us know. Yeah, I'll tell him. Okay, good luck. Bye-bye.
And who was that?
That was Ellie Rose. She just got off parole, and she said to say thanks.
That's great.
Yeah, we did good.
No, it's too bad Kingman couldn't be here to see it.
Yeah. You know, I've been thinking a lot about him lately. I mean, you think he strayed over the line because he was overwhelmed by the job, or you think it was just because he was greedy?
I think he was like the rest of us. You know, he had a weak spot. But with Kingman, his job got to be too much. His family went down the tubes.
Such a waste. You know, I think the man really cared about what he was doing for his people in the beginning.
In the beginning, yeah, I think so too. Hey, Cap.
Hey, Captain, how'd the sentencing go?
Ah, couldn't have gone better. Riker got life without parole.
Yes.
Good. Yes.
No.
Oh, what's the ulcer again?
No, it's my back. I threw it out while Franny and I, well, she's got this new book, the Camera something.
Kama Sutra.
Yeah. Page 63. The Flying Spider Monkey. Oh, we're talking intensive care here. Got pain.
Excuse me, Captain Lipschitz, your wife is online too.
Oh. Put it through to my office, will you, Gracie?
Yes, sir.
Oh, and Gracie, have the paramedic standing by. Woman is an animal.